and welcome back.
Hello, Lilith.
Hello, Riley. I'm with my grandchildren. You know that from my video yesterday. Yeah, the one you seen yesterday, which is the same day. But I decided to change into my sundress. Could you go away from me now, please? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. My goodness. Be a grandmother. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Anyway, so what was that? Now they're bringing me toys. You see, this is what happens. Please go sit down. The minute the camera goes on, please. Thank you. My gracious. Go. Hold on just a minute. Finally, I'm back. Anyway, I have some corn cooking right now. That'll be for the dinner. I figured I would change for dinner. I am at my B&B, and I am wearing this sundress. Let me stand up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it really, but isn't this cute? Look at this. Isn't that cute? My sister got these at a flea market. Now, let me tell you, she said, Denise, that's going to fit you. She bought a whole bunch of them. And I said, Lisa, what size are they? No, my sister's thin. My sister's not like her other sister. No. There's like a 70-pound difference between me and my sister. So I said, what size are these, Lisa? What size are these sundresses? She goes, Denise, it's a one size fits all. Oh, well, us chubby girls know that we don't usually fit into anything that's a one size fits all. You know, so I was shocked when she said, try it on, try it on. So I tried it on, and look at this. It fits, it's comfortable, it's 100% cotton, and it's blazing hot right now, so hallelujah. I mean, the house is air conditioned. This is my daughter's house. It's my personal B&B, let's be real. And it's cool in here, but it is blazing outside, blazing. So because I'm talking about my sister, you must have, oh, wait, because it was probably in yesterday's video, so I'm going to show you it like up close and personal. My sister is an artist. She's an artist. You know, she retired down in Florida. She did. She retired. She's in Florida now, her and her husband. You know, in the 55+ communities. That's where my sister is. And, well, she's visiting. But that's where she lives now. She used to live in Long Island. She used to live in Pennsylvania. Now, she's in Florida, soaking up all the sun in the 55+. So she joined a little club, and it's like a rock club, and they decorate rocks. I just want to show you that. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. And I'm going to show you another one. This is her Picasso. Isn't that pretty? Now, let me show you another one over here. These are in my backyard, all right? The little statue that you see, that's my mother's statue. It reminds me of my mother and my father. My father bought that statue for my mother. And my mother said, do you want to put it in your garden? I said, I most certainly do. And these are aren't they pretty? These are the rocks that my sister did. She did a beautiful job. A beautiful job. She's an artist now. My sister's an artist. She's probably laughing if she's watching this right now. Right, Lee? But you're an artist. And the best part of all this is, she says, Denise, you know what we do with the rocks? I said, no, what do you do with the rocks? And she says, we go around like sneaky in our community, and we put them on people's like lawns, like in their gardens, and they wake up and they have like a mysterious rock sitting there. So I'm like, oh, to be retired, isn't it marvelous? Now, she made me sit down and do one with her. So I want to show you my masterpiece. Which I'm giving to my daughter, but here we go. That's my masterpiece. It's called the Pumpkin Patch. Yeah, the Pumpkin Patch. I have a witch flying around on a broom. I don't know if you could see. I am no artist. I am not like my sister. My sister's very, very good, but not her other sister. It's a disgrace, really. So, but doesn't she do a good job? Marvelous, marvelous. But I get such a kick out of it. I said, I never heard of rock painting before. Apparently, it's a big deal. Because when I went on YouTube, there are people that have YouTube channels that paint rocks. I didn't even know it was a thing. Had no idea. Now, while I'm talking to all of you, Patty Too Mad from Canada, I finally got your postcard, honey. I didn't even know you were sending me a postcard. But Patty, I don't go to my P.O. box all the time. So if you sent this a while ago, I'm sorry, because I just picked it up the other day. And I want to thank you, honey. And if you don't know who Patty Too Mad is, Patty is on a plant-based journey who has done fabulous. When I tell you fabulous, if you want to follow somebody that's doing plant-based, because you know your girlfriend, she's mishmashed all over the place. But if you want to follow somebody that's doing plant-based, that would be Patty. I'll leave her link in my description box below. And that way you can go over to her and see exactly what she eats, because this girl has lost over 100 pounds. And she is in her 70s. So if she can do it, anybody can do it, except your little fat friend over here that did it and then gained weight back. And who knows? Again, I'll jump back on that train. But not now. It won't happen. And then, speaking of diets, while I was in the grocery store, remember I told you I want to see if they have that Lindt candy bar? Well, if you didn't think your friend would find it, here it is. There it is. There it is. All 170 calories for, and this serves, just so that you all know, I want you to see how thin it is. Just, hello. This serves 3.5 people. I hate to laugh. 3.5 people this serves. Is it paper thin? We don't know, but we'll try it later after I have my dinner. We'll give it a shot, see how it is. But, okay, that's all I had to tell you so far. And then then we'll sit down, we'll have dinner together. We'll go over a few things. You know, a lot is going on in the world today. A lot is going on in the world. But until later, I'll be back. Can I just show you the size of the tomato I picked up? Look at that. Oh my God. Doesn't that look delicious? Doesn't that look delicious? I'm sorry, do you hear the air conditioner blowing in the background? I'm in the kitchen. There is nothing like a fresh tomato. All right, I'm going back inside. I had to show you that though. Okay, what I just did is I took my string beans. I'm gonna show them to you. My tomato, I took almost half of that tomato. It's gigantic. An onion, some fresh garlic, and I just put it in a pan on a low heat on the stove. Let me show it to you. Look at this. Look at those fresh string beans, fresh tomatoes, onion, fresh garlic, a little drop, and I tell you about a tablespoon, not even, of olive oil. That's in there also with some salt and some pepper. We're gonna let this cook down. It's going to be spectacularly delicious. You should smell the house. It smells great. The garlic is cooking, the tomatoes are cooking. Oh my God. It smells fabulous in here. Those string beans are gonna be so good. What I did is I cooked the string beans ahead of time because I wanted them nice and soft. Some people like them hard. I don't. I like them nice and soft. And then added all those fresh veggies, the tomato, the onion, the garlic, a little bit of olive oil. A little salt and pepper. It smells like my house in here. Only I'm at my B&B. Making myself a little bit of a dinner. Well, dinner is served. Oh my God, doesn't that look delicious? We're gonna have to try it. Well, first we're gonna try, of course, naturally, the corn. I just cut my finger. Could you? I'm at my daughter's house. I cut my finger with a knife. Ridiculous. Let's try this because this looks delicious. There is nothing, I mean nothing, better than fresh off the farm. It's delicious. Now we're gonna try these beans with the tomatoes, onions, garlic. To your health. These are hot, really hot. Those are delicious. Those are oh, that tomato. Those are spectacular. Really, my friends, this is delicious. This is really good. I hope you're having something to eat with me. This is so good. So simple to make. some fresh string beans, a fresh tomato, a fresh onion, fresh garlic. About a teaspoon of olive oil, a little salt, a little pepper, let it cook down in a pan. Holy, oh, you don't know what you're missing. And it's healthy. It's healthy, it's delicious. Oh my goodness, can you tell? And I have a piece of rotisserie chicken. Just the breast meat. I'll taste it. I love chicken. I do. What a salsa. See? I'm having dinner at my B&B. Who's got it better than me? That's all I can say right now. Who's got it better than me? I'm here, I'm by myself. I made a beautiful dinner for myself. Later on, we'll try that chocolate. Oh, we will. Did you think we wouldn't? But hold on a second. I felt like the camera was so low just to the dish. But there's no reason to, you know, really. I'm not a mukbang channel. I'm not sitting here. I'm eating and discussing things with you. Oh, it's a sign of the times. Isn't it awful what's happening in the world? I mean, it really is awful. Every time you turn around, there's a new problem. I hate it. I really do. I hate it. This summer, we figured out who a woman was. I know. There was some idiot that was going around and actually interviewing people. Can you describe a woman? And literally people couldn't. Well, when Roe v. Wade came out, and by the slip of a pen, we all found out what a woman was. Now, didn't we? She's the one that had her rights taken away from her. And I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I'm not politically correct. I've never been politically correct. You come to my channel because you know I'm not politically correct. For me personally, could I do it? No. Would I tell somebody else what they can do with their body? Absolutely not. I would never do something like that to someone. You know, I was a foster mother. I don't know if any of you know this, but I was a foster mother. And through the foster program, you hear things that you cannot even believe children go through. You can't. I mean, you really can't. The abuse is unbelievable when children are pulled out of their homes. People that say they don't want children, believe them. I'm not saying that everybody's abusive to their children if they don't want children or they no, I'm not saying that. But, you know, I've seen a lot. I heard a lot. If I could tell you one story, I think it would make the hair on the back of your neck rise up. What happened to infants? Infants. Person didn't really want the infant. The person was abusing the infant. The person put the kid in an upside down playpen with a puppy and a loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter to an infant. This is why I say, let people make their minds up and let them make their own decisions, because it is frightening to hear some of the things that are really out there and what's going on in our world. And then, of course, we know about inflation. That's just hitting everyone. Everyone. Isn't that a joy? Isn't that a joy? They're now looking to tax coal and natural gas because they already taxed electricity, because I just got my electric bill, and take my word for it, my garage has been the same bill for as long as I can remember. Now it's $10 more a month. And I went, oh. And that's going across the board with everybody. I got my electric bill in for my house, which is typically $80 a month, $188. So they're killing the people. They're killing the people. And when I say they, I mean the government. I mean, I am not even going to sit here and pussyfoot around it. You know, when you start hiking taxes, interest rates are going up. Young people can't afford homes. They can't afford apartments. And we're not doing anything about it. I mean, I see right now that Washington is getting invaded by illegal aliens, and the mayor is having an ultimate shit fit. That's what's happening over there. And she's like, we want them out of this area, blah, 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 blah. And then I heard Trump say we should stick tents and put people in tents in Washington. You know, this is ridiculous. Everything is so ridiculous. We are still human and we still have humanity for our fellow man. But there's so many organizations out there that help people. There are. Loaves and Fishes, look it up on YouTube, you'll find it. They're communities of homeless people. They have, oh my God, an ideal plan. I felt like saying, hey, Trump, you know, instead of talking about tents, there are people that build tiny homes. There's a guy in Tennessee, in Newport, Tennessee, who's building something called an IncredibleTinyHomes. And the name of the channel is, oh God, and I watch it all the time. Tiny House Adventures. He bought a huge amount of land, and he is putting tiny houses and a community on the land. But he's also building something called an IncredibleTinyHomes for $20,000. $20,000. And if you want to live off the grid and you want to do solar, it's $25,000. So when I hear people say, oh, they can go in tents, you know what? If you gave it to if I turned and gave it to Randy, who is the owner of this Tiny House Adventures, and said, hey, you know what? We're going to need 100,000 tiny homes, these $20,000 jobs. That's $20 billion? Is that $20 billion? We're spending billions all over the place. We're handing billions all over the place. You want to help people? That's a way of helping them. I'm so sick. And then I love how they want us all to go green. It's like, hello, have you looked at an electric vehicle? How expensive they are? 70,000? Anybody? 70 grand is a lot of money. I don't know too many people that don't want to go out and spend $70,000, let alone lease it or rent it or mortgage it or whatever they do with them. I can't imagine somebody wanting to put extra stress on themselves right now. Insane. Where do we get our energy from? Where do we get it from? We get it from nuclear, we get it from oil, we get it from natural gas, we get it from hydro, we get it from coal. That's where we get it from. That's where energy comes from. You know, so when I hear all about this global warming, let me tell you something. I live on top of a mountain and we are surrounded with windmills here, surrounded with them. In the wintertime, when the weather is bad, they shut the windmills off. They shut them off. They don't keep them going all day long and night if there's a storm. So they get shut off. So can we really depend on the wind? I don't know. And you know how many of those things you'd need? Oh, outrageous. Solar, it's very expensive. And for people my age, it wouldn't even pay for me to put solar in my house now. By the time I paid it off, I'd be dead. Truth. That's delicious. But there's just been so much happening, you know, and I'm so sick of it all. You know me, not politically correct. I'm sick of it all. The minute you turn around, something else has happened. It's another crisis. It's another tragedy. How much can you hear? How much can you hear? You know, I've got questions, my friends. I have a lot of questions because there's so much rapid fire nonsense that goes on around us all the time that we don't have a chance to really say, stop and think about one thing. Does anybody remember, now I'm going to throw out something really controversial. Does anybody remember the shooting in Las Vegas where there was a concert? Has anybody heard anything about that shooting? Here's another one for you. Remember the bomb that exploded in Nashville, Tennessee, in front of an AT&T building, supposedly in a motor home that exploded in front of an AT&T. Anybody hear anything about that yet? Don't you find it odd? Don't you find it strange that these things happen and they never follow up on them? Like, what was that all about? You know, this is me just thinking. This is just me thinking. But, you know, I had to get a little serious just for a minute here because there's just so much going on and you can't keep up. And it's never going to change. Look at California now. California, the governor over there is telling the people that your children have to be zim-zimmed. Otherwise, they can't go to school. 70% of people are keeping their children home. You know what I say? Keep your children at home if you'd like, but you shouldn't have to pay school taxes. That's me. And that's what's going to happen one day. I think the people are going to rise up and just say they've had it. They just have had it. I see we all get along with one another. I do. Yes, there's always going to be those few in a bunch that are imbeciles, moronic, you know, that just can't seem to get along with anyone. You know, so damn prejudiced they're never going to change a day in their life. Take my word for it, they won't. They won't. And why do we concentrate on those people? I'm so sick of concentrating on those people. They're the ignorant. You got to let the ignorant go. I don't concentrate on the ignorant anymore. You just can't. They want to believe what they're going to believe, and they're never going to change in what they believe. Believe me, they're never going to change. So let them keep on keeping on. But anyway, let me finish my dinner over here. I'm watching, just so that you know, Alone on the Hulu. I don't know if anybody watches The Alone. I love this show. I have watched, but I missed the 3rd season. So my daughter has the Hulu at her house. So I went, oh, I never got to see the 3rd season. I watched them all. But the 3rd season I never seen. So I don't know who's going to win. If you don't know what this is all about, people, this is where people are really the adventurous type, where they're out in the middle of the wilderness by themselves and they have to make their own shelter. They have to catch their own food. They have to boil their own water. And there's animals all over the place. Bears. They're going to have one starting August 8th. And I don't know when. I think this video will be the next day after August 8th. I'm not sure. You might have seen. But anyway, it'll be on demand. You could always get it. But now they're going to stick people in. And these people volunteer for this position. It's not like they grab them off the street and say, come on, you're going. No, they volunteer. They get like a $500,000 prize. Whoever the last man is standing. Yeah, not that they die on the show. So far, I haven't seen nobody die, but they get very sick. So, I'm watching the 3rd season over here. Look, I'm so relaxed. I'm sitting over here. This is marvelous, you know, to be at my B&B, having my dinner that I prepared myself. Delicious. I got the rotisserie chicken at the grocery store. I was like, you know what? It's hot. I'm not turning on an oven. People, I thank God. I thank God for this delicious meal. Now I'm going to finish it, watch a little bit more of my show, and then when we have the candy, I'll come back. I hope I wasn't too much for you. I know, did give me a little too much of an overload in the brain, but I haven't been around in a while. And I think it was very depressing to watch all this just transform itself out all over the place. You know, you almost want to hide in a bubble, but you can't. But the Pisces in me likes to be in her own little corner, in her own little lane. I'm just saying, that's who I am. Not that I'm not some sort of activist if I had to be. Do you see this? Do you see? The other one's sitting over here to my left. She's up. That's Lily. She's sitting right behind. Lily. Yeah. You know what they want, a piece of chicken? Would you like chicken? Go for a walk, maybe? Where's mother? Where's mommy? Oh, there we go. She's on a business trip, and you're stuck with your grandmother. Yes, you are. Lucky. They're so lucky because they're so spoiled when I'm here. Not that the mother doesn't spoil them, but the grandmother spoils them more. All right, we'll come back for that chocolate bar. I'll be back. Okay, it looks like it's going to rain or do some kind of mischief out there before it starts raining. Hi. Did you think I wouldn't? Okay, it's giving you the whole fakakta story in the back. I don't care. Will it taste like chocolate? I don't know. Look how beautifully wrapped. You know, this was $5. This was $5. Could this be any thinner? Come on, hello, people. 3.5 servings in this. 3.5 servings. I'm a fat chick. Do you realize, like, I'm not that much of a chocolate person. I like chocolate, but not to the point where I would eat this whole entire bar, but hi. I can guarantee you anybody would get through this thing in a day. No, I'm just saying. I know. Sounds so gluttonous, doesn't it? Oh my gracious. Let's see. It's made out of oat milk. Now, they say 9 pieces is a serving. Well, let me show you what a piece is. You know, not to bust your bubble altogether. Hi, this is a piece. I know, you're supposed to savor it. You know, Denise, it's only there as a treat. Well, it's made of oat milk, so let me taste it. Oh, it's thundering. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. No. No. Listen. If I want a good piece of chocolate, I want a good piece of chocolate. Not saying that Lindt doesn't make a good chocolate. They do. But it's not creamy. You know how a good piece of chocolate is creamy, delicious, satisfying. Not this. $5. $5. No. No. That's my honest. No. That's a good thing because I don't care if it feeds 3.5 people. It's not gonna, I won't even take another bite of this. I put that a little piece back. I like a creamy, rich chocolate, a milk chocolate. Because really, this is what it's supposed to be like. It says oat milk, non-dairy. Well, you can tell it's non-dairy because there's no creaminess to the chocolate. Now, if you're somebody that's a vegan and you must have a piece of chocolate, well, then you may want to try it, but it's a thumbs down for me. I don't like it. I'll leave it here for my daughter. She could try it for herself, see if she likes it. Anyway, my friends, I'm so glad we had this time together. I'm going to put my schmatica on. I know you're thinking, but Denise, you have a sundress on it. Isn't that enough of a schmatica? No. Let me explain something to all of you. My schmatica is my house coat. And when I remove my bra is when it feels the best. A little too much information? Oh, well. Anyway, till the next time, my friends. And believe me, we'll be here quite often. My daughter's job is going to take her internationally and nationally. So I think the next time the next time I'm coming to my B&B, it'll be for a complete week. Yeah, a Saturday to a Saturday. So we'll find things to do and get, oh, I knew there was something I wanted to, hello, because I'd lose my brain if I didn't think about it. I'm driving around the other day. I saw the most weirdest house I've ever seen. Strange, unusual, different, really different. So I'm going to run this beautiful bean footage for all of you. Take a look. Okay, so first of all, this house is right by a cemetery. Okay, and some of these monuments are really old in this cemetery. Okay, let me turn the camera around. Look at this. Tell me this is not cool. Look at that house. Isn't that amazing? At one point it was a church, but the guy turned it into a house. Someone's trying to get me on my cell. Isn't that something? Oh my God. You know, and it's expensive. To do things like that are very expensive. I don't know. Apparently he's some hairdresser. I don't, but like a famous one. But it's right here. You know, it's right in the area. So I had to show it to all you guys. And when I'm here for a week, goodness knows what kind of mischief we'll get in, what I'll be doing as I'm here at my personal B&B. Oh, it's fabulous. Do you know how good it feels to be someplace and I don't have to listen to anything but me? Rah, rah, rah. Till the next time, Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever time you're watching me. I hope you gave it a thumbs up. I hope you decided to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for those. Well, I haven't been here in a while, and people have been subscribing. So thank you. And Patty, my friend Patty out there, thank you for the postcard and the nice words. And for my other friends who said, Denise, did you stop your YouTube channel? I'm like, no. I just had my head in the clouds somewhere. And you know, when Denise has her head in the clouds. But I'm back. I'm not consistent, just so that you all know. I'm like, not. You probably won't see me every single day of the week. Would you like to? If you'd like to, leave it in the comments section below. Say, no, Denise, we'd love to see you every day. I'd be like, really? I'll come back every day, maybe just for a short little video or something. Anyway, have a great day. I love you guys. Be kind to one another, because we are living in crazy times. Give people a break, because you don't know what's going on in their heads. And until the next time, take it easy, my friends. Mwah! Bye-bye. I'm going back to watch this alone. It's very good.